Hey everyone, hopefully you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter in whichever fashion you're choosing to play it as. And today I'm going to go over the latest news that we have for Monster Hunter Now, as Capcom and Niantic decided to basically reveal what events we're going to be able to get as we get to the closer tail end of 2023, essentially the last few events we are getting for this year, and the first new events we're getting for 2024, as their New Year's Happy Celebration events are beginning to shape up. Essentially, the holiday events are pretty much fully revealed, and today I wanted to go over essentially all of the details that we have for Monster Hunter Now, since we haven't necessarily been able to cover it. As you can hear in my voice, I have been a little bit under the weather and have not been able to cover any sort of Monster Hunter news as of late, so I quickly apologize for that. But obviously, I've been under the weather, so there's not much I can do. Certainly there's also a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds news as well out there, a couple of developer quotes that have been making their way out there, some store listings as well. New information has come out that I want to get to within the next couple of days, hopefully as I heal up. But without any further ado, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for the Monster Hunter Now official blog update page, where they essentially confirm that the end of 2023 is coming to an end. They celebrate the lead up to the new year with a happy hunting new year. In this event, Pink Rathian and Black Diablos will be part of the appearance rates, as Sinogar is a Huntathon's monsters appearances will be boosted as well. They also have discounted packs with Huntathon tickets and more for a limited time. Remember that there's a lot of monetization aspects happening in Monster Hunter Now where players are not necessarily too happy with. First and foremost, they mentioned that both Pink Rathian and Black Diablos are making a comeback. Black Diablos has appeared now, I believe, in 4 separate minor timed events. Pink Rathian has only appeared in 1, so this is now the second time that you can actually get a go around to be able to fight Pink Rathian between December 21st, essentially the 23rd, sorry, essentially the day before Christmas Eve on 9 a.m. all the way to the 31st, essentially the last day of the year, at midnight. So pretty much starting on the 23rd around 9 a.m, pretty much the entirety of the day, all the way to pretty much New Year's, you're going to be able to get Pink Rathian appearing in forest habitats. At the same time, or soon after I should say, between January 1st at midnight and January 8th at midnight, Black Diablos will be appearing in desert habitats as well. I'm really glad that they're doing about a week's worth for each one of the monsters. This is what I have been asking for them to do pretty much right out of the gate. Don't do limited 4-hour, 2-hour events. Just give people an entire day or a week's worth of a monster so they could be able to actually engage with it as much as possible, since the drop rates are atrocious and the monster appearance rates also seem to be relatively low as well. Speaking of boosted appearances, Sinogar is getting one as well. This is the latest monster that was added into the game as part of the December update. On December 23rd at 9 a.m, same around the time of Pink Rathian's appearance in the forest deserts and forest areas, all the way to January 8th. So this one is going to be up for almost about 2 full weeks. Sinogar's is the 5th Huntathon's monsters appearance will be boosted, and basically a couple of patch notes have been addressed regarding Huntathons. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for that, since some adjustments were made. I don't really want to go through all the details for Huntathons, but essentially what you need to know is that a couple of adjustments were made for appearance rates and basically drops as well. So Sinogar will be appearing in more Huntathons a little bit more often, and hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on some parts sooner than later. When it comes to the third thing that they talked about here, is more monsters everywhere between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. local time every day from the 23rd all the way to the 8th, again 2 full weeks. Monsters and habitats will appear in shorter intervals and higher numbers than usual. So the aforementioned Pink Rathian, Black Diablos, and even Sinogar itself will be appearing between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. every single day, a little bit more often. So those maybe are some hunting hours you want to set aside if you can. Now, the last thing here that they talk about is the limited time packs that are available between December 23rd, the beginning of the day, all the way to January 3rd at pretty much the middle of the day. They mentioned that look out for 2 limited time packs in the in-game shop and 1 exclusive to the web store. This is your chance to get Hunt-a-thon tickets, which allow you to shorten the wait time between Hunt-a-thons. Here's what you can find with the Happy Hunting New Year pack: 20 potions and 10 Hunt-a-thon tickets. What you can find with the New Year's paintball package is 20 paintballs and 5,500 gems and 10,000 Zenny, with the New Year's premium pack becoming available as well. A few other events are up their sleeve, so do keep that in mind. So basically they're just selling or providing players with a couple of packs to be able to kind of get a little bit better rewards. The Hunt-a-thon tickets for sure, I'm sure will come in handy at the end of the day. Now, the last thing that they do mention here in their little blog update here is that Pink Rathian is appearing in all hunters HR 11 and above will be able to encounter it in the forest habitat. The same thing can be said for Black Diablos appearing in desert habitats, HR 11 and above, and Sinogar will have boosted appearances as well more frequently as the 5th monster Hunt-a-thon's points if you are HR and 11 above. Event details are subject to change, and basically you just need to know that if you're HR and 11 above, the monsters that you are hopefully targeting, Black Diablos, Pink Rathian, and Sinogar, based off of these specific events, you'll be able to have a little bit of a better chance to be able to get some drops from it, since they are appearing a little bit more often as well. I guess that leaves pretty much my opinions that I've had. I have not been able to talk about when it comes to Monster Hunter Now's December update. I did play a little bit of the game. Once again, I kind of trailed off about a week after I got to fight pretty much all of the monsters that I wanted to see at the very least once. I have basically no hope to be able to craft their armors or anything like that, since you need so many of the drops from already having to hunt it over 20 or 30 each one of those monsters, especially if you got the good drops. So basically I'm not going to be able to craft their armors, but it is good that at the very least they are adding those monsters there. I do wonder when are they going to take the approach of something closer to like what we saw with Anomaly Investigations and Rise and Sunbreak, where you could essentially pop in materials from other monsters to be able to craft stuff and get better rewards with melding. I'm wondering if they are going to try to take a little bit of a different approach with that, since I'm sure a lot of players have parts for other monsters, but you cannot necessarily use them, probably because you don't need those monster parts anymore for that specific monster. You want to craft another armor set, but you're stuck with all those extra parts for a monster that you probably just found a lot of. It was very relatively common for you to be able to find it, and at the end of the day, maybe those parts are just sitting in your bank. You can't do anything about it. So maybe at a lesser value, you should be able to use those parts to craft stuff for another monster, maybe, or something like that. I've seen some suggestions thrown out there like that. I don't think Niantic or Capcom themselves are gonna try to sort that out and figure it out. But it just does make me wonder like what they're gonna do in the long term, where they keep adding monsters, but those monsters' appearance rates are very, very low. They're limited events, and then at the end of the day, players just cannot craft the armors that they want or get the extra armors to be able to boost those armor sets, extra pieces, because they're just so hard to find, and those monsters are not very common. I'm wondering if they thought that out, or do they have plans for that, hopefully going into the spring, and some adjustments there. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys when it comes to Monster Hunter Now and the latest updates. Again, I apologize for my voice. I'm kind of like still recovering. It's been almost 2 weeks now. Hit me pretty bad, the flu this time around, but I'm getting a little better, and hopefully I'll be able to talk about Wilds once again, since there's so many details that I want to cover in my channel, but I've just not been able to since I've been a little bit under the weather once again. But if you're brand new to my channel, though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.